This is Jordan and Chuck here with Gaming Pop. We're about to go see your movie. Which one was this?
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is my second time seeing it, so.
Okay, don't tell me shit. Don't tell me shit.
Nothing. Are you expecting anything?
I wasn't too big of a fan of Ragnarok. I thought it was cool. I liked the Hulk. I didn't like all the comedy in it. Mm-hmm. And I heard that this takes it up 10 times more. So,
okay.
Let's check it out. I'm excited to see Christian Bale.
It was pretty cool. I like it. It's
sweet.
gonna be a good one. I think we're gonna have fun. All right, let's do it.
Just pat my little set. Hey, there you go. Hey, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes on the set over here. The fuck, you know what the fuck going on, man?
I don't know what's going on, man.
Nah, you know what the fuck going on, man?
Professional.
You know what? Man, you know what the fuck going on over here, man?
I don't know what's going on over here, sir.
Hey, buddy.
All I know is that it's Gaming Pop review time for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Wait, is this episode 30 right now? Are we doing
No,
review?
this is the review.
Bet. Put this motherfucker down.
You still gotta clap it, because
all right. Review time. Uno, dos, tres.
Welcome
Gaming
to
Pop.
Gaming Pop
Gaming
Reviews.
Pop.
So we decided to go see the Thor movie today. If you didn't already tell by that small snippet that we filmed earlier today that we'll put in front of this.
Yes.
How'd you feel about it? How'd you feel about Thor: Love and Thunder? I've seen it twice, so I'm more interested to hear what he has, and we can talk about my opinions in a moment.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Thor: Love and Thundering.
It was an interesting movie. I told you that in the theater. I was like, this is a very interesting Marvel movie. Yeah. Fuck, man. I mean, we're here to talk, right? We're here to talk. It's just.
What were you thinking about it? Did you like it? Did you love it?
I think that.
Okay.
I think this is what it is. The way I'm feeling right now, after seeing the movie. Where the fuck? What are we doing? That's how I feel. What are we doing? Where is everything headed? What? There's no sense of world building to me right now. There's no sense of continuity. I butchered the fuck out of that
Continuum?
word. Continuity or
Continuous.
Yeah, we're definitely not the
Continuation?
smartest. Yeah, continuation. No, it's a different word, but we're definitely
Consistency?
Consistency would be, well,
Canon?
yeah,
Canonized?
canon.
Okay.
It's like, what's going on with the? That's a clip. That's a clip right there with our dumbasses. Yeah, no, there's what the hell's going on? And ah, man, just
because they set us up to go in a very odd destination with the Eternals. The Eternals definitely was like, okay, so we're about to go see some real space stuff. And now this time we definitely did get to see some space stuff, but I feel like it's the opposite of what a lot of us were expecting.
Yeah.
But let's play by play this thing. So the movie starts off. We only got a few minutes we're spending on this, so let's do it quick. Since I've seen it twice, I'll run us through it. The movie basically starts off with Thor kicking it with the Guardians of the Galaxies, but it's actually not Thor. It's the rock guy telling the flashback. Oh, sorry, spoiler warning. It's
Core?
Yeah, it's the rock guy. It's the core guy saying, hey, this is the story of Thor. Basically telling about, kind of just basically catching us up from the first movie to kind of here, basically, in a real light sense. And then we get Thor being just the most arrogant, cockiest, most like just disrespectful, like not even a Thor that we've ever met before kind of guy.
Honestly, no.
Just out of nowhere, just became kind of a cockhead.
Honestly, no.
You know what I mean?
Well. I
he's
will
always
say
been arrogant, but he's definitely in this movie. He's like deliberately like manipulative. Like what's that word? What's the word? Narcissistic. He's like deliberately narcissistic.
No, for sure.
Deliberately.
Because he was like in the battle. He was like, oh, I'm just gonna sit here until they tell me they need me, and then I'll come help. And then fucking Star-Lord comes and says, hey, we need your help. And then he goes and he's like, all right, you guys tried. Let me go.
And then he takes over the whole fight, ruins everything
in 2 seconds.
For everyone.
Yeah, super corny too, even with it. And then when he fucking does the splits, and
that part was honestly funny.
Separating the cars or whatever, and I'm just like, I get it. It's like I get it. But
actually,
this
started
is like
in the wrong spot. I started this wrong.
What?
The movie starts with the
Gore.
Gore, you're right. The movie starts with Gore walking through the desert. dying.
Gore Korg. Come on, man. Why are these names the damn same?
That's the writer.
Gore Korg.
But it starts off with that dude walking through the desert. His daughter dies. Ends up, I guess he gets called. Because when I first seen it, my thought was, why didn't he just keep walking? Because apparently that was like 10 steps from where he just was. Because that's just how quick they made that scene transition from like the desert to the oasis that he finds.
Yeah.
That he's called to. I didn't realize that the first time. I thought he just kind of kept wandering. But yeah, he gets called to it. So whoever that sword is, whoever the entity behind that sword is, that's really who is in control of that guy.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to just piggyback on that thought of, that's why I think it's 100% the God of War movie, like I was telling you earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Because straight up, it's like the God... in God of War, one god misleads the dude and has him kill everybody and basically kill his family, and then the other god comes through and is like, all right, well, we'll kill this guy and we'll get your revenge kind of shit. And the sword, if you hear at the beginning, tells him, kill all the gods. So it's like, whatever. I guess it's probably just the nature of the sword anyway, because it's the god killer. Yeah. Long story short, Thor goes to try to meet up with other gods. They talk about having an orgy. They basically deny him. He kills Zeus for it. Takes the lightning bolt. They go to kill the guy. All of a sudden, what's her name is back because she picked up the Thor's hammer and is trying to survive cancer. Spoiler again. Anything sounding any interesting at all yet?
No,
not me either.
The best part of this movie was Christian Bale.
Really though,
the best part of this movie was Christian Bale. Him as Gore. It's so funny. It's so funny to see an A-list actor like really give an A-list performance in this type of movie. Like this jokey, not serious, wants to be serious at times, but still wants to be a fucking kid comedy. But he gave a fucking performance. That dude was awesome.
No,
Christian Bale was great.
He had fun with that one for sure.
The times to where I'm like, and this is where the times to where it was the dark, where like Gore was dark when coming. It's kind of you just see his eyes. He looked fucking scary.
No, just
he
the
looks
yellow
scary.
eyes. Yeah.
When everything is dark and you just see him approaching and it's really just the yellow eyes. He looked fucking scary. Now when you talk about Marvel villains, he looked the scariest fucking villain.
No,
and that was nice.
When they're in the battle and he sees him and he like kind of just teleports, does like the slow walk and just kind of teleports up closer and closer. Yeah. You're right. That was a scary scene. Nice little jump scare.
That shit that was really cool. And I fucking told you during the movie too. I was like, oh my god, bro. I was like, Gore is strong as shit.
Yeah.
Like he is strong, man.
No, he definitely had.
What a cool character. And I'm like, God, can we just stop? Spoiler again, Gore dies. Can we stop wasting? I mean, but Christian Bale probably signed on for one movie. He was like, I'm not doing this. But
it's not even that.
You got to stop wasting amazing characters.
You say that because at the end of the day, they barely used him in the movie. It almost feels like because they put him. That was what I felt like. My biggest complaint with this movie is it feels like two B stories just kind of pushed together, and the story that could be the A is like, no. We're gonna push you to the side and worry about these two talking about cancer and their boring ass relationship that we didn't want to talk about 6 months ago, but now all of a sudden we're totally ready to just talk about it and make it the most boring situation. Yeah. Oh, he was just out there being a superhero. We just didn't feel like falling in love with each other. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
When they were on the boat, and they were having that heartfelt moment, that's when she told him she had cancer. During that moment, I was actually thinking about ordering food the whole time. The whole time as that conversation, this is supposed to be like a meaningful conversation, bro. Whole time I'm just like, what do I want to eat after the movie? And I'm just like, this movie, it's so interesting because I don't hate it. Like, it's not. Don't get me wrong. I do not hate it. I do not fucking love this movie. I don't. This is not.
If I pull up at your house and you're watching, I'm gonna sit down and watch it. I'm not gonna complain.
I don't know. I might not watch it. I don't think this is a top 15 Marvel movie. I don't think this is a top 15 Marvel movie.
You know what's funny is it's a Thor movie, and I've never had high hopes for a Thor movie. Yeah. I've never liked Thor. I've never liked Thor or Captain America movies. So if they dropped,
you never liked Captain America movies?
I've never liked the Captain America movies.
Oh my god!
It's never been my speed.
Oh my god! What?
My problem with Captain America movies are that.
I love them.
I don't know.
They're so good.
The problem is he is supposed to be this fish out of time, but he's just so easily like, cool, let's fucking do it. Where this dude should be like, you want me to get in this car? That shit looks like fucking. I don't want to get in that car. You know, you should be saying nigger and all kinds of messed up shit. He should be racist as hell.
Okay.
He should be some he should be some soldier boy.
You're confusing. You're confusing this motherfucker with.
I'm confusing reality with the reality.
Yeah. I'm like, wait. Our Mr. Steve Rogers would never, ever do any shit like that.
Anyway,
but I hear you. I hear you. You're right.
Movies were boring for me, especially because I feel like they lack.
You're crazy for that.
They lack spectacle for me for some reason. When you look at Iron Man, look at Iron Man 1 versus Captain America. Visually, there's nothing going on in Captain America.
We gotta figure out a name for the fans because I'm just telling you right now, they're about to be on your head right now. Captain America. That gave us Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier was boring and I'm not even talking about Civil War. He gave us Winter Soldier.
Civil War was okay.
And I personally liked the first Avengers.
Like Civil War.
I liked his first movie.
You only like Civil War because it has other characters in it.
No, there's a lot that goes on in Civil War. Civil War's a good movie, bro. It starts with the fucking the what's it called, Baghdad or wherever the hell they're in Africa or something, and that leads to Black Panther getting introduced, and then it introduces Spider-Man getting introduced. And I understand because you only like it because all the other characters, but the story was good though. Like it starts with WandaVision blowing up that tower, then it causes all that, hey, we got to put these accords on because you guys are too wild, you guys kill people and you get away with it. We cannot let this keep going on. Here's the thing, Steve Rogers is like, bruh, we're superheroes. We're not signing this. We're doing what's right, blah, blah, blah. If we mess up, we mess up. Which is kind of fucked up because you kill a lot of people. But Iron Man is like, yo, no, actually, we do kind of need to be checked. Yeah. Because we do a lot of crazy shit. Aliens come out of the sky, they blow shit up, and we're supposed to save it, and then the damage is left. And what? We need to be checked. I love that. I understand Iron Man's side, and I understand Steve Rogers' side. Civil War is a good movie. You're a crackhead. Those are good movies.
Look, they're not my top 10 in the Marvel category. How about that? When I go to watch a movie, I'm not trying to watch Jason Bourne. Just in fucking Captain America outfit. That's all.
I hear you.
Those movies were Jason Bourne movies.
No.
100%.
Winter Soldier was a fucking spy noir type movie for sure. But I think that's what made it really cool.
And I get that, and it is cool because it's in its own spectrum. It's just whatever. Maybe I wasn't in the right mood at the time. Maybe I need to go watch it again because I haven't.
Bro, that airplane scene, bro. Ooh.
All I have to say is those movies lack.
You were not a kid when that came out.
Where this movie, the reason I feel like this movie is slick is because it does have the spectacle. It just lacks the character for some reason. It's got the visuals. Yeah. The visuals are on point. Watching it in that Adobe theater with you today, it looked better in this theater than the other one. But I was also sitting in the back. But I'm looking. I'm like, man, these lines are crispy. Like, like all these little extra details I didn't even notice. They put a lot of work into the background stuff, into the details, and I think sometimes it gets lost in the acting and all the other stuff too, because it's like, I don't know, or us Marvel fans are just designed to hate, because as soon as homies walk out, the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, man, I hated that part.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit though. Like I do get what you're saying, and it's very like, okay, basically fans are nitpickers. Like we always want more.
Where's the Hulk at?
To be honest, that's fucking bullshit, because we've gotten a lot of fucking Marvel movies to where you walk out of the theater and you're happy as fuck. That was a good movie.
Nah.
This movie right here, I walk out and I'm in the middle of it. And you know what's crazy is even Doctor Strange Madness, right? Multiverse, right? I took a girl to go see that movie. We had sex before I saw the movie. The whole time while I'm watching the movie, I'm like, I wish I was having sex right now. I don't want to be watching this movie. Like, this movie's boring. It's mid. I'd rather be having sex right now.
I should just wait for this to be on Disney Plus.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just be honest. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to keep it real. This movie, right? So we have multiverse. The whole time I'm thinking about, man, can we just go fuck this movie? Hey, we get Thor.
Can I tell you the truth?
What?
Because I've seen this twice. You already know. The first time I seen it, I was really into it. I was super about it. About towards the end, kind of dozed off a little bit.
Yeah.
And we all know Jor. I fall asleep in movies. That's just my niche.
Bad.
You know what I mean?
It's a bad thing. Yeah.
It's a bad thing. So when we go to see it today, I hadn't eaten, and I'm already, kind of like, I'm a person for some reason in the morning I wake up and I go back to sleep. I don't know. That's just me. So I'm probably still in my morning routine by the time the movie's kicking on, and I'm just like, that's just boring. And I did fall asleep. And I kept waking up, and the same thing with me. I would wake up, I'm like, I need some food right now.
I'd be like, hey,
man,
man,
a little burger or something.
Bro, that I
got some Panda Express.
Same. Yeah.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Good
Beautiful.
timing.
There was a moment during that movie, bro, to where I was like, do I want to open the Wingstop app right now and just kind of pick up the meal I want to order right now?
What'd you end up getting from Chick-fil-A? I never asked.
I got me a spicy chicken deluxe sandwich, no tomato, no pickle. You know what I'm saying? I got me some mac and cheese.
All right, well, we got like 40 seconds. We said 15 minutes on the story because we hated it so much. So should we gripe a little bit more or just rate it and get out of here?
Let's just gripe maybe 5, maybe less than 5. But all
right, big complaints for Giorgio here. I didn't like the rock guy.
Korg?
I'm just kidding. I like Korg, but I don't like the... How do I say it?
That's Taika Waititi too.
I know, and I feel like...
him.
I don't know. I like him, but I also feel like he's kind of a Jar Jar character in the same sense, where it's like he's literally there just for the comic relief.
Yeah.
But he does show some badassery. That is cool. This movie was cool because it did show off some badassery. It did have some skills and whatnot. But what made it lame was just like the lack of development. I feel like we wasted the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like they were there just to do this the whole time.
Wait.
They literally just stood there. I want to be in the show. Yeah, that's literally how they were.
Wait, that point right there, bro. That's something to be talked about real quick, just because think about how in Ragnarok, Hulk was such a big part of that movie.
Yeah.
And the way that they were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy was that they were going to have equally big as a part. So basically like half and half. Because Hulk didn't show up in Ragnarok till half and half. And then boom. This movie made it, before the movie came out, they made it seem, Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be on, they're going to go on this big all trip together. Bruh, they were in there for 15 minutes, and they did a thing, they said, we need your help, and he does the thing, and then they leave. It's like,
they say we need your help, and they both are...
They were not even in the movie,
pretty much. They were going to take on the same task, though. The way they made it sound was, okay, we're going after this God Butcher guy, but you're going to go start over here, and we're going to go start over here. Or at least what it made it sound like. And
so they didn't show up.
Out of nowhere, he's just finally like, you know what? I'm going to go do this shit on my own. So it's like, what did y'all even end up going and doing?
Fam, you know I low-key, dead ass, you're right.
What did y'all end up going and doing?
I thought they were going to end up at the final battle.
Or something?
Like, because the thing, I've seen spoilers or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. When I first saw that they left so early, I was like, maybe... Because they were like, all right, we're going to go help the other galaxies too.
Just kind of flashed between the two of them the whole
Exactly.
movie.
So I'm thinking, they might show up at the end and help him fucking kill the God Butcher. Because that's what they're trying to do too. And nothing. That's it. And I'm just like, okay. And that's another thing with the Marvel continuous storyline is another thing, right? At the end of the movie. You think Zeus is dead. That's another thing Marvel is very bad at. I understand we're comic books, but at the end of the day, you're transitioning this from comic book to television. You need to kill people. Yeah. People need to die.
Homie's got to die.
This is
especially if
people need to die.
If we're killing off villains and then Zeus, the way that fool fell, he is dead. You're
gonna kill Gore. Gore basically died from his sword being dead. So now his powers are dwindling, and now he's dead. So it's like Zeus, you threw his own weapon through his chest, and he's alive from that. Bro, you're dead, bro. Keep him dead. Why is he alive now? And that's what I'm saying. With the future of the MCU, it's like, what the fuck is going on? Because now they're setting up this whole gods, we're gonna make people fear again. Zeus is like, we're gonna make people fear again. Hercules, go get that motherfucker. Are we really gonna see you? Like, are you really gonna be some big dude? Hercules against Thor? Thor's already done some crazy shit. He basically killed your dad. Are you gonna beat Thor? No, I don't believe Hercules is gonna beat Thor. Also, so why even do it?
That's gonna be out this
why
year.
Do it?
That's two things that's gonna be out with Hercules.
This is stupid. I'm over MCU, bro.
Again, God of War.
I might be tipsy.
Team God of War, man.
God of War.
Because Thor is at the end of the Ragnarok. So let's go with that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Thor, God of War. Yeah.
No, I'm serious for real though.
Thor's the big bad in the fucking new one. Yeah.
Oh, you're not wrong. Wow, kind of.
Thor's the big bad in the new one. Yeah. I wonder how that kicks off, bro. Because that game ended with Thor being at the cabin. So I'm like,
I've seen a little bit. It looks pretty cool.
It looks cool with the wolf.
I was actually talking to somebody though. I am a little disappointed with the God of War franchise as well.
What the fuck?
I love the OG style. The OG before.
What's fun? Arcadey.
Before they threw the RPG stuff on, it was pretty cool. Like God of War 3. Look at God of War 3 versus the newest one, and that's also versus...
God of War 3 was awesome.
God of War 3 is probably the greatest game ever.
When
you gotta know what weapon you're going in with.
The first level, you're fighting Poseidon, bro, and you're climbing against his body, dog. That fucking God of War 3 is awesome. I was like 12 when I played that game.
Okay, but back to the movie. Thor stole a lot of God of War. They stole the ash on the skin. They stole the whip portion fighting. They stole the guy craved to kill all the gods. They stole, a little bit of Greek mythology. The whole Council of the Gods kind of thing. I feel like that's a little God of War-ish too, because I mean, at the end of the day, that's what the Greeks do anyway. But still, Anyway, nonetheless, Jor's gonna rate it. I'm gonna give it a 6. I liked it. I'd probably watch it again in some background noise.
Yeah.
It definitely tops Ms. Marvel. We didn't even talk about that because that was just garbage as well. You know what's funny is I feel like Ms. Marvel kind of started off pretty cool for like the first 2 episodes.
It was
and
pretty cool.
Really just kind of, never mind. I don't want to be a good show.
Yeah. Thor. You gave it a 6. I'll give Thor a 5. And you know what's funny is while I was in the theater, I was thinking of my rating, and a 5 is what popped up in my head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 5, dude. I'm gonna give it a 5, and it's crazy. I think this is the lowest rating I've given a movie on our platform. And honestly, when it comes to the MCU, there's a lot of fucking movies. I'm not about to rate everything, but I'm just saying a 5 is kind of the lowest. It's on my lower tier. There's not a lot of Marvel movies that I give a 5. This movie to me is a 5. I don't want to watch this movie again. I don't care to watch it again. And I probably will never watch it again. I just didn't care for the movie. All right, I don't know.
Now you have to say one nice thing before we end. Now you got to say one nice
thing about the movie.
That was pretty mean.
I already told you, I like Thor's outfits. I like the outfits. I like the costume designs. I liked Christian Bale was great. As a villain, he was great. God, I wish he was so strong, man. I wish I would have seen him do more shit to more people.
Dude, how crazy was
He's strong.
That guy could have been crazy in Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, God.
That would have been a scary movie.
My God,
that's how they pitched Multiverse of Madness to me. When I first heard it, I thought we were going to get a horror movie. My nice thing to say is I feel like Jane Foster got the better hammer. The main fact that it's like a shotgun now is just amazingly
That
cool.
was sick.
I thought that was... She points
that
the thing at it and retracts back into the dude's head.
That was sick. And you just see the pieces flying back.
Oh, that was cool.
That was awesome. And that's another thing, too, is like I was just picturing Thor doing that in the future. Mm-hmm. As soon as that happened, I was like, oh, my God, that's going to be so cool.
That's a good unlock.
Whenever Thor does that. Oh, my God.
My negatives, though, I don't like that they reused... I didn't tell you this. I don't like that they reused the Soul World, basically. The Soul World on how, like, where the goddess is or whatever at the end, how it's just the same water pool. I really thought that was pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I also feel like my big thing is I feel like our main antagonist wasn't explored a lot. Like when we look at everyone knows and loves Thanos, maybe just because of how much time we got to kind of see him in little snippets of everything.
Yeah.
But it's like even just watching the few movies that he's like in like his 2 movies, like he's a good ass fucking character in the first one. Like he is there to destroy and to dominate, and that's it. He doesn't have time for no side stories. He doesn't have time for no games. You know.
Well, I'll cut in on there just because. Gore's he's not meant to be our big bad. He's not meant to be the next phase's big bad.
I don't think he is, but we could. Yeah, you're right. He was tough.
It's totally understandable to say, hey, we needed more Christian Bale. We needed more time explored with him.
What I'm saying.
And I'm completely with you. I would have loved to see more Christian Bale, but I don't want to compare him to Thanos because Thanos was the big bad.
That is
true. He was literally the phase's big bad.
Not only that he's
3 phases, by the way.
He's the big bad in the sense of that we're still whispering about him years
afterwards.
Yeah.
And that's where it's like the MCU.
You notice that she got blipped, by the way? So sidetracked there?
Who?
The girl, she got blipped because she goes, what's it been, like 3 years? And he's like, 5 in some odd month. Or he goes, 8 in some odd months. But who's counting? Yeah, because she got blipped away. That's why, I just now realized that.
Oh, shit, because people were blipped for 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's a good, damn.
Put that together.
I didn't pick that up, bro. That's fucking dope. That's dope as shit. Wow.
5
okay.
years.
She got blipped, 5 years plus that. I will say, closing thoughts, it's honestly more so, I give this movie a 5. Do I recommend it? No. I'll just be honest. I don't recommend it. I think this is a Disney Plus movie. You could wait. You could wait till this comes out. I would not rush to the theater. You are not missing out on anything. And I think the MCU's future is very dependent on San Diego Comic-Con that's coming up in a couple of weeks. Kevin Feige said they're going to release the whole future of their next phase and their big bad. So that right there, that Comic-Con is very important. We're going to talk about this on a future pod. But this Comic-Con, Kang, that's what I'm saying, and that's what a lot of people are saying. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, you introduce Kang here, you introduce Hercules here, you introduce Guardians of the Galaxy 1 post-credit scene, you introduce Adam Warlock, he's still nowhere to be found, even though they casted him, so he's going to be in the third Guardians.
Not only that, and then they just
it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
The Eternals one. What about the Eternals? Honestly, to me, the Eternals has the craziest ending out of every movie of Homegirl.
Oh my God, the Celestial
just getting picked up. Yeah.
Oh my God.
To me,
the Celestial was like,
waiting on. He's like, hey, you fucked up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm okay. You got me hooked just from that part. That's the only reason I like that movie.
And the Celestial being brought up in the Earth. He's just stuck there.
Yeah.
Nobody has talked about that.
Where
Doctor
is
Strange.
that?
Doctor Strange didn't acknowledge the events of Spider-Man. Really, he said, oh yeah, Spider-Man, blah blah, blah, as if he doesn't know who it is. Whatever. Didn't acknowledge it really. Nobody acknowledges anything anymore. It's all just like we're throwing fucking movies out here. And what's also crazy is there's been a ranking showing what's your favorite Phase 4 movie. And when I first saw it, I was like, this is a good movie. I don't know where it ranks. But Shang-Chi in the Phase 4 movie is kind of in the top 3.
Definitely.
Which is funny. It's like funny. It's like,
it's an intro.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought that Shang-Chi would be a top 3 movie out of Thor, Black Widow? Who else is in here? I don't even know, because you know why? Eternal. You know why? Because it's been fucking garbage. There's no road. There's no road.
It's garbage and dry at the same time.
There's no road here.
It's like what was that?
It's stupid.
The stupid Falcon and Winter Soldier show. I'm still upset with it because
that was terrible.
It had such a potential to be so cool.
So bad. It was so bad.
So cool it could have been, but just kept stepping on itself.
It was terrible. That show was so bad, so boring. They had no clue what to do with the evil Captain America, and then they made him kind of an anti-hero at the end. It was stupid. That show was dumb. A lot of the shit is a miss. Miss Marvel's, before we wrap up this review segment, Miss Marvel's ended. The season finale just came out yesterday or tonight.
I watched it. Didn't pay attention to it at all.
I didn't see it. I just watched the spoilers, and apparently they finally confirm Kamala, her friend, I can't think of his name, but he says, yo, Kamala, there's something going on with your genes. He was like, they're mutated. So, cool. Mutants. They introduced mutants in the MCU, which is very cool.
They just said mutated.
He said your genes are mutated, but you know what's awesome though? Is because Kamala had that fucking thing, so everybody was thinking that
was what her
that's where her powers are from. But like, no, like you actually are her, which is cool. That's cool because everybody's issues was like Miss Marvel. She doesn't need a fucking thing for her powers. Funny.
I don't get what her powers are now because at the end credit scene, she just for some reason turns into Carol Danvers.
Oh. Somebody said that apparently they like swapped bodies or something. I don't know, but I haven't watched it, guys. I'm just reading spoilers. But from what I've read, is they're saying that was actual Carol Danvers in there, and apparently they swapped. I don't know how.
Swap places,
and then Carol was like in there, like, what the fuck? Because you're looking at all your posters. She's like, where the fuck am I? Like, I've seen all these posters and shit. So, I don't know.
So, it's just going to end up hopping to them fighting somebody.
So, maybe Miss Marvel's, the movie, Miss Marvel's, is, which I'm excited to watch that because it's going to have, I'm sorry, I cannot think of her name right now. The black girl from WandaVision. She's going to be in it. And then Carol, and then Kamala. So I'm excited. I'm actually excited. The Captain Marvel was kind of ass, the first movie. It wasn't as bad as what people think, but I thought it was okay.
I feel like I want it to be good. Okay. Like as much as I dislike that lady, I've always wanted her movies to be good.
Yeah.
So it's like, if the second one is good at all, it'll give me hope in this reality. But I don't know, man.
I think it will. I think it will be good. I don't know what the premise of Miss Marvel's is going to be
because where's Nick Fury at?
Apparently, he's away on another planet doing exploration.
Let's figure
but
that out.
Secret Invasion is a show they're working on right now. We got our timer perfect because we're about to end this shit. Nick Fury is apparently on another planet doing research or whatever the hell he's doing. But he'll be back soon. He's going to be in an episode. He's recording stuff. And he's supposed to be in Miss Marvel's as well. So we'll be back. I wonder if the Skrull are going to be the enemies because they were like friends at first. But I wonder if they're going to be the enemy in Miss Marvel's. We'll see. But yeah. Mutants. They acknowledged mutants in the MCU. Comic-Con. Kevin Feige. Let's see what happens. 2 weeks. We'll talk. Yo, guys, we're gonna continue this. Yeah, we're gonna continue this in a couple of weeks. We'll talk about this.
We'll talk to y'all soon.
But yeah, Thor, 6 from Jor, 5 from me.
Gaming Pop Reviews. We are out,
motherfucker.